Now, what did you see? Did you see anything? I mean, when you examined him and he told you what was going on, like what was if you can talk about this, what was the main thing that you noticed? You know,
yeah, no, because he talked about it public, like we did post about it, so I can talk
Yes.
about it. And the biggest thing was he was basically saying like he felt like his muscles weren't firing properly, and that he noticed some atrophy. And then he also felt like he was having some areas of pain as well, like near his triceps, and then he noticed some dents in his quads. Like he felt like there was actually defects there. I think some people noticed that as well, right? And so there's a lot going on. I was kind of like, this is weird. There's a lot here, you know. So how do I make sense of this? So I got like basically a full body MRI because I had to figure out, you know, from imaging wise, like what's the root cause here. And his MRI of his spine and his brain, everything came back pretty clear. So it wasn't anything neurological. So if it's not like anything neurological, then it's kind of like, okay, you know, what's really going on. And so to me, based off my experience and everything, I kind of deduced that it has to do with the communication between his cells. For whatever reason, his nerves aren't conducting and firing the way they should be. And it's not a big structural problem because not like he has a huge disc herniation or a mass in his brain or something like that.
Right.
So it's kind of like the process of elimination. And so based off what I understand about intercellular communication and how nerves communicate between one another and how nerves communicate with muscle, why don't they communicate? Why isn't the signals being sent properly? So there's a lot of potential reasons, but by far the most common is inflammation, like chronic inflammation around the nerve, meaning it affects how the cells are communicating with one another. So then how do we get rid of that inflammation? And so that's where stem cells come in. And so of course you can't inject stem cells everywhere, but you can do them intravenously. And so that's kind of how we think